Hey guys, I am not in the barn right now. I'm out in the grove and just walking the dogs around, but I wanted to come out here with the camera because we had a really thick fog last night and this morning, and today the trees just look amazing, so I just wanted to come out and just kind of get a few shots of this. Hopefully you can see all the frost that's on the trees. It's like a winter wonderland out here. Pine tree looks awesome. Just got the dogs out burning off some energy. I don't know what they're eating right there. Sure, something they're not supposed to be. Some big drifts here that blew in from the last couple storms that we had. Not a whole lot of snow here right now. Weather's been really warm for January in Minnesota, and we haven't had a whole lot of snow, which is kind of unusual, but usually when it's like this, it doesn't last all winter. Usually at some point we just get dumped on. The weather will turn cold and it'll be single digits or below zero. Usually that's how it is in January here. Really, really cold. And usually we get a few snowstorms, so not a bad thing. Snow insulates the ground, so that helps keep like the well from freezing up. Just keeps it warmer. You know, even in the house, you get snow around the house. The barn kind of helps to seal up some of the cracks. Pretty full of snow right through here. I bet this snow is at least 2 feet. You can see around this tree, probably at least 2 feet deep. Dogs do pretty good staying on top of the snow. It's got a little crust on top of it, so yeah, it's not too bad for walking on it. I usually fall through, of course. At least it tires them out fast. They fall through the snow some. Tires me up too. Just makes it a little more difficult to walk. But the trees do look very pretty today. with that fog last night. You can see here, it just kind of freezes to the sticks, branches. Obviously, you can see from this, it came in from the north because it's all on the north side. But it's pretty cool looking. Makes it look like it's snowing because all day this stuff is just kind of falling off the trees. Basically no wind today, so I'm kind of surprised this stuff has stayed on the trees, but I guess the temperature stayed cold enough and there's no wind, so there's no reason for it to fall off. Wow, it's really thick on this branch here. It's pretty open to the north around this stuff, so it must have just blown in really hard. Looks pretty cool. We're back in our goat pasture area now. We had this big cottonwood tree. Sage is halfway in there. Had this big cottonwood tree break off in a storm, and the branch was basically laying from, it was there and then it came down to the ground, and the dogs would walk up that thing all the time, and they'd be about 20 feet in the air. It would just freak me out. So Ryan came back with the skid loader and pushed that down, and we've cut quite a bit of it up for firewood. There's still quite a bit here left to do, but we'd have to move a lot of snow with the skid loader to get back here right now, but we still could cut on it, so maybe we'll have to work on that a little bit. Get some of this stuff cut up so we can burn it in the wood stove. Looks a lot different now than what it does when the goats are out here in the summer. I must smell something in there. I'm sure there's something living in there, isn't there? This big cottonwood tree is basically, this whole piece here will probably just end up burning back here just because it's hollow and rotten. There's just not much there as far as firewood value. But the whole inside of it was just rotted out and hollow. So that's why it broke off. That big wind that we had. They get to be pretty huge trees though. That one right there is a cottonwood, and so is this one right here. They just tower over everything. The snow pushes our goat fence down back here, so we always have to come through and fix this in the spring. It's not the greatest. You guys are just chilling. You got sunshine out here, fresh bale.